Recently, the Board of Supervisors took up the issue of approving additional funding in department budgets for overtime, which included a large increase for the SFPD. This usually comes with politicians who try to muster up their fake outrage over quote-unquote overspending so they can score some quick and cheap political points. Well, we have advice for you. Don't believe the hype, because it's not true. So why does the department use so much overtime? The answer is really simple, because the SFPD does not have enough police officers to take care of its daily business. Down over 600 officers, we are 20% short of the number of officers we should have. We have beats in every patrol district in the city with no officer to patrol it. There's empty chairs at investigators' desks, and our ability to proactively enforce traffic laws is almost non-existent. Let's look at the Terraville station as an example. The district is divided into 6 car sectors, with 2 officers per car, and there are 3 shifts per day. Due to the staffing crisis, however, it's common for only 2 to 3 of the cars to be staffed per shift. This leaves a huge hole for patrol coverage. To fill some of those holes, officers either extend the shift they are already working or come in on their days off to cover shifts. The department also orders officers to work longer shifts and on their days off to fill special event requests. This is called backfilling. 79% of the total overtime spend is used to backfill vacant spots and for staffing special events. If the department did not backfill, our response to thousands of 911 calls would be delayed, and hundreds of investigation files would stack on desks. Without enough officers, overtime is the only thing the department has to maintain a base level of police service for our residents. The department is on pace to spend $93 million on overtime costs, which is $51.6 million over its budget of $41.4 million. But that's not the true picture. It's a little more complicated. Let's break it down. The department's budget for sworn police officer salaries is $358.7 million. However, because the department is short a whopping 600 officers, it is only projected to spend $316 million in salaries, leaving a surplus of $44 million. Now, looking at the bar on the right, which represents actual expenses, you can see that we can nearly break even with salary savings, leaving a deficit of only $8.1 million. But wait, there's more. The federal government owes the city $4.56 million for SFPD's work on the APEC conference. Once we add that to the middle, combined with the funds from the MOU fund, which were set aside to address rising labor costs, the quote-unquote overage is nearly zero. So the next time you see a headline that reads SFPD overtime is rising out of control, you'll know that if it wasn't for that overtime, you would have suffered a catastrophic cut to police services. Don't get us wrong, running a police department through overtime is not sustainable, and it's not in the long-term interest of either San Francisco residents or its police officers. But until our staffing crisis is solved, it's the best option we have. Thanks for your time, and remember to stay vigilant and stay safe.